What you want to be loved? I got a lot of make it work. I never fucking think you what you want me at. Told me that you never fucking think I can. Might have broken the name about all the shit. And what you meant to fucking get it in the back. You can get it, you can get it. Then the second you can get it. Ooh, oh, oh, then you can get it. What you want to be loved? Hold me something, no, they don't. I just can't get it. Just that I am more important than the people.
Hey everyone, and welcome back to the True Blue Podcast. I'm your host, Zach Sucardi. You can find me on Instagram at True Blue Podcast. It is Friday night, 10:34 p.m. and it's fucking March 26th. We're fucking at the end of the month. And shit, it's been really crazy here weather-wise. Tell you what, living in New Mexico, I shouldn't even say New Mexico. Living in the world, weather's so fucking nuts sometimes. It's so bipolar. Like, I could pretty much say June, where it's like, I feel like once we hit June, we're safe from, like, the fucking whacked-ass shit, you know? Like, it snowed. We had a wind snow fucking storm a couple, like, days ago. It, like, knocked out the power. It was interesting because my fan, I sleep with the fan on. That shit went off. My microwave, that shit went off. My Bluetooth, that fucking disconnected and then reconnected once it came back on. So just so bizarre. And God bless working from home with that shit. You know what I'm saying? Big round of applause for working from home. Let's hear it for working from home. But for reals, yeah, it's real nice when it's fucking shit weather. You wake up, it's cold as fuck. Shitty ass weather. A lot of my neighbors, they do not work from home. I hear them leaving in the morning. Big shout out to them because, this is not easy. It's not easy being greasy. Yeah, so I'm just sort of chilling. I had a pretty good night. I've been doing a lot of walking lately. I've been just chilling. Yeah, I've been having, a good couple weeks trying to take care of business, trying to, self-care, do my self-care deal. Always trying to improve, day at a time, one day at a time. You know what I fucking hate? I hate being told the time when I, during, the week when I have to work the next morning. I hate when people are telling, and I'm up late and shit or whatever. I'm on the phone with a homie or, somebody or we're chilling late or whatever. I hate the question. All right. I hate two things. Okay, number one, I hate when people go, do you have to work tomorrow? What time do you have to get up tomorrow? Those are the worst questions. Can we just fucking take those questions out of existence? I mean, seriously. What time do you have to get up tomorrow? What a horrible question. You should never ask that question. How dare you? The odds of you asking that question and it being someone going, oh yeah, this time, oh yeah, it's only when they have off. Unless they're whacked or they're just fucked up. But for reals, I fucking hate when people are like, oh yeah, what time you gotta get up tomorrow? You gotta work tomorrow? Oh, worst question ever. Fucking hate that shit. I'm a weirdo with the time. When it's late, I hate when people when I kind of even know what time it is. I like to kind of try and see if I can trick myself. If I don't really know what time it is, then I may only get 5 hours sleep, but maybe I think I got 6.5 or 7 or 8 or whatever the fuck, and maybe, just maybe, I can kind of feel like I got 8 hours or whatever. I don't know how how tested that I guess that fucking hypothesis is, but yeah, I just, I was thinking about that earlier in the week because I think I had a friend or two ask me, like, hey, what time you gotta get up tomorrow? It's just like, oh, horrible question. And the off chance that I'm asked that question on a weekend or like a day I do have off and I'm actually off like the next day, I love that question. In fact, when they ask me it, I usually pause. I like pause for a minute and I'm like, yes. You can ask me this question all night if you want. You can ask me this motherfucking question every half hour. Every hour on the motherfucking hour. You know what I mean? So yeah, I just kind of wanted to point that out. That was something that I thought was fucking wiggity. Alright, so you know what? Let's fucking get into it. Let's just fucking get some self-care pepperoni going. Let's get this motherfucker moving. You know what I'm saying? Get this motherfucker moving. Alright, hell yeah. Liven it up. So, I always talk about softball in the sock. That shit's awesome. Really helps work out knots in your back and, pretty much in your back, otherwise you don't really need it in the sock. So I've been motherfucking massaging my foot with the softball. And let me tell you, that feels amazing. Especially if you work from home, you can fucking have your socks, have your shoes off, obviously, and roll this fucker around your foot. And it feels amazing. There's so much tension in your foot. You stand on this shit, you walk, you exercise, You're just getting older, or I don't know, you fucking play drums, or you climb mountains and shit. A lot of pressure on your feet, especially if you wear uncomfortable shoes or whatever. A lot of motherfucking pressure on your feet. And all that hippie shit. There's all those pressure points in your feet. And there's a billion places within your feet that can fuck up the rest of your body, or can contribute or manipulate, or I'd say contribute's probably the better word. But kind of freeing it or loosening it up. So, I started rubbing my feet with it and just kind of foam rolling, that concept, but just with the softball under my foot. And I can feel, just like I can on my back, I can feel the muscles sort of, they're tight muscles and then loosening up. You kind of have that feeling, and it's almost, it's like a massage. And this may be obvious to some of y'all, but for me, it's just it's so, I don't know, it's duh, and I thought, man, I don't know if anyone else is hip to this. Because seriously, it really helps. And then when you got to go do your thing or whatever the fuck, you fucking, you just feel looser. You feel more relaxed. And there's the plantar fascia, the plantar's fucking peanuts. It's like a web in your foot. So if you're able to loosen any part of that shit up, it usually helps loosen the whole damn thing. So if you really get under that fucker, it really helps. And then you can get your heel. Oh, man. I actually think I may buy another softball. You know what I'm saying? Why should I fucking hold out? I got the money. I can afford a softball. You know what I'm saying? I can afford a fucking second one. So I can fucking be in heaven, at the same time. But yeah, so this is my self-care tip. It's a great one. You will thank me for this one. Because, really, you're sitting down. Why not, right? Fucking take off your shoes. Even if maybe you're at work, maybe you can do that. Maybe you have a desk or an office, so whatever. Fucking bring one over your friend's house. Take your shoes off there. Big deal. Oh, it feels amazing. I'm fucking doing it as we speak. Typically, I don't do the self-care tips as I'm recording, but this one's I can fucking multitask. And then, I can fucking feel good about multitasking. I get that fucking endorphin or whatever the fuck in my brain. So, yeah, I'm really excited to share this one. Again, it's real simple, but as I fucking share it, I can feel it, and it just is amazing. And it's cool when you kick the softball over to your other foot, and it's the right, strength or distance or whatever. And you don't have to, look down and, kind of fetch it. It's really cool. It feels real, yeah, so that's cool. So, yeah, get yourself a softball. One of my homies told me golf ball. That's cool. That's probably for more acute areas. I think the softball is a little bit easier to sort of manage, and just the like texture of it, and just sort of that like whatever the fuck. It just I guess like leather or whatever the fuck it's made out of. It lends itself to that massage vibe. So it's fucking pretty genius. Anyway, there you have it. That's the fucking self-care tip of the week. Get yourself a softball, take off them sneakers, and fucking start rolling. You'll tank me. All right, so we're going to read some poetry. I know we're kind of moving along quick here, but it's all good. It's Friday night, you know what I'm saying? All right. Let's do this, motherfucker. All right, so we're reading from Haiku Moment. This is a lot of fun, actually, going and reading like page for page and just going through this whole damn book. Genius idea. All right, so let's see here. Okay. So, here goes. The silence after geese fade from sight, part of me following. Hard to be some, one in all this snow falling. Wow, that's pretty deep. Hard to be someone in all this snow falling. Some year they won't find me here, returning geese. Spring thaw, even this tiny stream making such a roar. Well, fuck, let me read that again. Spring thaw, even this tiny stream making such a roar. 4 a.m., only 2 peepers still at it. Such lightness, apple bows in the breeze. October sunset all the way to the horizon, a flock of starlings. Among leafless trees, too many thoughts in my head. Drifting fog, 2 crows on a wire, touching beaks. Rush hour, far above the line of headlights, a full moon. Old orchard, a spider climbs onto the setting sun. Afternoon sun, only the neighborhood hawk has someplace to go. Dusk, the great blue heron, folding its neck. Autumn night, nose to the window, a ghost white cat. Cold moon, alone, in a whippoorwill's cry. Only that star and I alone. Through window frames of the unfinished building, December sunset. No need for the nightlight, the glow of maples. Everything strange in the boarding house, only the moon is real. Fresh snow, all names obliterated on the headstones. Within the sunken punt, still water. Willows turn silver a long moment before the wind. The river going over the afternoon going on. First day of spring, the goldfish circles his bowl. Autumn shadows, the scarecrow bends forward closer to the earth. Twilit pasture, voices of frogs fill the forgotten bucket. So still, only the falling plum blossoms. Midwinter night, a dead spider still clinging to its web. A cold moon, black cat's shadow, slips in with the rain. Sparrow chirping on the winter morning, its white breath. January coldness, snowman shadow reaching our window pane. Snowdrifts getting deeper, what do they mean, my dreams? Quiet pond, the red carp swims through a white cloud. Outside the cemetery, a leaning telephone pole tied to a tree. The old man sweeping leaves from the lawn, first snowfall. Morning train entering the dark tunnel, suddenly my face. The open grave, a leaf falls in the moonlight. Autumn wind opening and closing a screen door. Moonless night, the old dog barks at a scarecrow. One autumn cricket fills the garden with shadows. Straight down, snow falls and falls, the silence deepens. Rain all day, the cats yawn. Alone on the lake until the loons cry, still alone. Yard sale, balance on a china cup, a swallowtail. Late evening, the dog's hair smells of peonies. Abandoned sidewalk, the thickness of wild grasses between the cracks. There you have it. Shit, that was fucking 18 motherfucking pages. Yeah, hey, those were really good. I decided not to comment on really any of them, even the ones I really enjoyed. I just kind of wanted to read them, just kind of let them do their thing. Really great. Really, really great. I really enjoyed these. Yeah, they're fucking dope. It's cool because they cover, all the seasons, so it kind of takes you all over the place. And with this kind of month, really, March till, fucking January till May usually is a little wonky, a little wackadoo. So, very, very appropriate. All right, so let's fucking get into the True Blue playlist. Let's do the song of the week. So the song I chose this week is a song called Filler by Minor Threat. It is on Complete Discography, which came out in 1989. The song originally was written in 1981 and appeared on their first 7-inch, just called Minor Threat. And this song is one of my favorite hardcore songs ever. It's in your face, it's hardcore punk. They're from DC. Song is 1 minute and 32 seconds, so you know how I am with that. It's it's the right amount of time. It questions religion, it questions really any kind of obsession or groupthink. It stands up against being told what to think and what's right for you. And I just love the opening. The way the guitar just kind of rings out, and then the speedy bass, and then the drums come in, and then the singer Ian Mackay, he just starts screaming, "What happened to you?" It's so dope. I remember even seeing a band cover this in my friend's basement. A lot of shows all over the country, but especially where I lived back in New Jersey, in basements. And it was cool because it was so small, but it's still a ton of kids. So I remember there was this band playing, and I wasn't really familiar with them. And then they covered the song, and it was just awesome. I went ape shit. It was just so fun because this song is such a great song. So fucking just has so much energy in it, so much passion. It's so aggressive. Really one of my favorite hardcore songs ever. And songs like this, really, I'm glad that I gravitate towards it, because it really just helped me think for myself and question shit, and not just go along with what everyone else is thinking. Seriously, I'm very, very grateful for that. So I'm gonna read the lyrics. Very enjoyable. The song again is called "Filler" by Minor Threat. Excuse me. What happened to you? You're not the same. There's something in your head made a violent change. It's in your head. It's in your head. It's in your head. Filler. You call it religion. You're full of shit. Filler. Was she really worth it? She cost you your life. You'll never leave her side. She's gonna be your wife. It's in your head. It's in your head. It's in your head. Filler. You call it romance. You're full of shit. Filler. Your brain is clay. What's going on? You picked up a Bible, and now you're gone. It's in your head. It's in your head. It's in your head. Filler. You call it religion. You're full of shit. Filler. You never knew. You never will. Filler. You're another sheep looking for a shepherd. filler. What is going on? Filler, 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 filler in your head. Now, yes, I mean, just amazing lyrics, very simple. Love the repetition. Love telling anyone anything that they're full of shit. You're full of shit. And it's just, I just love the, just everything that I just talked about. Yeah, just great lyrics. Some of the best. Literally some of the best. So there you have it. That's the True Blue motherfucking playlist. That's session 29. We talked about some fucking, you know what I'm saying? Not to ask motherfuckers what time they gotta get up for going to work. We talked about getting a softball under your foot. We went from Haiku Moment, and we shared the song Filler by Minor Threat. Hey, thanks for chilling with me, everybody. I really, really glad that I'm doing my thing and everyone's checking it out. Really appreciate that. I hope you guys have a great week, and I'll see you next week. Peace.